I gotta focus on me. I have to focus on being La Boricua badass otra vez, again. And it's gonna start. It's gonna start with me issuing an open challenge to anyone, any female coming to Women's Wrestling Army that wants a shot at the greatest that beat the greatest. Give me your all, because I'm gonna give you mine. And that, Gabby, is on.
This fairy tale sucks. Why didn't you give me trust? Trust. Seven sins. Which one will pull me in? Isn't there a way I can win? Oh, 7 sins. 2, 3, 4. Women's Wrestling Army.
Welcome to Women's Wrestling Army, Alyssa Marino, alongside Sam Laterna, and a woman with a lot on her mind after her first defeat here at Women's Wrestling Army. Her first pinfall was suffered. But La Boricua Badass showing, she's still bringing the flavor.
She certainly is, but I don't believe it was planned for her to come out here, so maybe she's got something she's got to get off her chest.
And we've seen, Tasha Steelz has definitely had a lot on her mind, has been trying to shift focus, figure out what's next for her, discover a bit more about herself, and figure out how to show that she is the greatest who beat the greatest. She's got a lot of accolades, a lot of history made that she needs to live up to. I think we're going to hear from La Boricua Badass now.
All right. So, I've been slipping lately. I've been mentoring Maserati, and we had a tag match with the Hex. Me leading by example, I didn't do what I needed to do, and I underestimated my opponent. Took my eye off the ball and lost the match for the both of us. And rule of the streets are, you never turn your back on your enemies. Because one shot, that's it. So I gotta get La Boricua Badass back. I gotta get the history maker back. Because I am the greatest that beat the greatest. I am a former world champion. I am a former 2-time world tag champion. I have to be the example in Women's Wrestling Army. So tonight, I am issuing an open challenge to any female back there. Come get a shot at the exception here tonight, and we will definitely see why I am who I say I am, and that is on. Oh.
Answering a lot of questions as to the presence of La Boricua Badass. And that Tasha Steelz challenge. Going back to the drawing board, and it's the little blue dragon, Tootie Lynn Ramsey, answering the call of Tasha Steelz.
Team Ambition's own, a St. Louis native, a Midwest staple. I think she's answering this challenge. She's got an awful lot of confidence. I spoke to her months back, and she just said she wants to really make this her year, and what a notch in her belt it would be for her to get a victory over Tasha Steelz, former Knockout Impact Women's Champion.
Tootie Lynn Ramsey is someone that taps into that fighting spirit to achieve her goals. Said her mom is her best friend, her #1 supporter. She always wants to make her proud.
Love that.
And this would be an incredible opportunity to test her mettle against a seasoned competitor, like we said, a trailblazer, a history maker like Tasha Steelz. And Tasha Steelz, this is a chance to, as she said, reclaim her title of everything that she says she is. She really caught herself slipping. Feel that she let down her tag team part. What?
Hold up.
Well,
Hold up. Hold up.
What?
Maserati.
Hold on 1 second. Shut up. Let me talk right now. Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I talk, please? Tasha, this is what I had to say to you. Ever since you took me under your wing, you brought me so much success, and you took me to the next level in my career. Thank you for that. Shut up! But I feel the next thing I have to do to achieve the next level of my career is to beat you.
I mean, I'll say what?
Nothing personal.
Unexpected turn of events here.
I mean, we've seen the collaboration, the partnership between Maserati and Tasha Steelz. I thought
Yeah, we don't need you to chant it. It's gonna happen.
Maserati was coming out to perhaps support Tasha at ringside.
Yeah, me too.
But no, Maserati now, the protege, taking on her, I guess, former mentor.
Wow.
Maserati, I mean, from Las Vegas, I guess, is betting on herself in this matchup.
Well, we'll see if she's able to cash in this triple threat matchup.
This Tasha Steelz did issue the open challenge. Now has not one, but 2 competitors to contend with. Oh, and Maserati quickly with the attack focused on Tootie Lynn Ramsey.
And it seems like Tasha not really too quick to get in on double team action here. There ain't no team in here. Strong words levied by Tasha Steelz.
Tasha Steelz kicking Maserati out from underneath her learning tree. Maserati has to stand alone and will not see any support from Tasha Steelz.
A little bit of tough love here.
Yeah, needs to re-find herself in this open challenge. Stands by as now Tootie Lynn with a kick to the chest of Maserati. Tootie Lynn Ramsey representing Team Ambition. Caught by Maserati. Now planted on the apron. Oh, kicked off, but able to catch herself off that bottom rope. Made it a pretty serious fate if she had collided with the hardwood floor outside the ring.
Yeah, that noggin on hardwood floor would not have been a pretty situation, but now I think we're going to see Tasha and Tootie square off here while Maz is on the outside. Uh-oh, off the ropes, Tootie goes.
Steelz ducked that major kick from the black belt in karate, and now Anna sends Tasha Steelz into the corner. Barrels through with a full head of steam, that fighting spirit, that never say die mentality on display from Tootie Lynn Ramsey. Tasha Steelz evades.
Tasha Steelz showing veteran experience here. Oh, but evading that kick. Oh,
Tasha Steelz rolls all the way through, and now face-off between the Little Blue Dragon and La Boricua Badass.
Tootie Lynn not taking her eyes off Steelz. She is laser focused, after all, being trained by, oh, wow.
Taken off her feet by Maserati.
And Maserati didn't approach Tootie from the front, she approached her from the back.
I think it was Lenny Leonard who said Maserati never found a shortcut she wouldn't take. The whip kick caught by Tasha Steelz. Certainly had it scouted after. Oh, Maserati saying, mocking everything that Tasha Steelz taught her. Now double knees colliding with Tasha Steelz.
And I've got to say, Maserati wasn't complaining when Tasha hooks that leg. Tootie Lynn breaking up that pin. But as I was saying, Maserati was not complaining when Tasha assisted her in a win against Jordan Blade weeks back. So,
it's very true.
But
critical here. Yeah, Tasha Steelz, though, even said it herself, felt like she let down her tag team partner, that impromptu tag match against the Hex that we saw. And now, Tootie Lynn Ramsey, that kick to the midsection, knee to the face of Maserati, and now sweeps back Maserati. The shoulders are down, and Tasha Steelz breaks it up. Tasha Steelz, who had to really take a deep look at herself after having her shoulders on the mat for the 1, 2, 3 for the first time here at Women's Wrestling Army. Now Tootie Lynn Ramsey, who sat under the learning tree of Davey Richards with a cross-body, covers both Maz and Tasha Steelz.
And Tootie's got to stay on these women. Oh, she has her sights set on Tasha. A knee to the face. And now going for Maserati, but Maz ducking out here. Northern Light suplex connects.
Now Tasha Steelz double knees to the face of Maserati. Tasha Steelz feeling that energy, that intangible, that flavor that she talks about, the it factor, the things that have made her the celebrated competitor with accolade upon accolade. Seeks to prove to not only her competition, but to herself why she is who she says she is.
And in Maz and Tootie, Tasha faces a new challenge in the sense that these ladies are from completely different regions of the country, right? So a lack of familiarity breeds, oh my gosh, Maz just being taken down by Tootie, but Tasha, oh my, this is just a slugfest.
Yeah, things devolving between the three competitors in the ring. This open challenge that became a triple threat competition. Tasha Steelz now chucked over the top rope by Maserati, but a ferocious forearm strike. Now a back elbow from Tootie Lynn takes Tasha Steelz down. That whiplash through the ropes to Tootie Lynn. It is, crack to the skull of the Little Blue Dragon. It is the one fall to a finish. So, I mean, Tasha Steelz, who started this open challenge, doesn't even have to be involved in the decision. Whoa. Runs into a kick from the Little Blue Dragon, and the step up enziguri to the back of the head. Maserati looking for whiplash, number 2. Knee taken out from underneath of the Little Blue Dragon with a running knee strike.
Tootie Lynn with something to prove to the entire Women's Wrestling Army constituency, but Tasha still looking to prove to herself.
And their sights are set, laser focused on her former protege. Oh, cutter! Woo. Hook of the leg to end it, but what? Maserati kicked out, and now instead opting for the Rings of Saturn. Locked in. Will Maserati tap out? She does. She does. Maserati taps out. Tasha Steelz with the win.
Winner of the match by submission, Tasha Steelz.
Tasha Steelz issued this open challenge with so much to prove to herself, was not expecting that her former protege would answer the call. But Tasha Steelz stands proud, victorious, and it didn't really cement things completely, but it certainly helped Tasha Steelz in her journey to rediscover who La Boricua Badass is.
I couldn't agree more. I think we're seeing that confidence now that we're used to seeing from Tasha. We'll have to see if she can continue this momentum here at Women's Wrestling Army.
Lots more action still ahead for WWA. Stick with us. We'll be right back.
excited to see you here.
Good seeing you.
So, I don't know if you've been watching or hearing what the Hex has been having to say about tag teams.
Yeah.
And I know that you guys are a tag team.
Yes, we are.
The Hex a tag team.
Yes, they are.
So how about a little match? The Sea Stars versus the Hex. Is that one on plan?
See what you're putting down.
I like it. I like it.
So just by looking at me, I'm not the typical cookie cutter female wrestler, and I take pride in that. I'm a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I love incorporating that into my wrestling. I think that's part of what makes me different. I'm a queer black female, and I'm unapologetically me, and I want to portray that not only in my wrestling, but in life too. For a match like this, you have Janai Kai, the Kick Demon, and you have Masha Slamovich, Russian Dynamite. Two women that I look up to immensely. Janai and I have fought before. She doesn't know the training I've done since then.
Suplex of her own.
This match, I'm facing two bona fide superstars. This match I have a lot to prove because they're already set, they're already made. I'm the one that has to be made in this match. I have to come out here and I have to prove that I can hang with them, that I can hang with the best in Women's Wrestling Army, that I can hang with the best in wrestling, period. It's a lot of weight on my shoulders, and I'm ready for that. I've been training extremely hard for this moment. I'm not gonna let it slip.
Challenge accepted by not one but two women. I'm the greatest, I beat the greatest, I'm not Puerto Rico badass, the history maker. Everything in Women's Wrestling Army starts with me. Anybody else that wants it, come get it, I ain't hard to find, okay?
It's main event time here at Women's Wrestling Army. As one of our fearless leaders, Maria Kanellis-Bennett, decided to set things up because WWE's resident menace, I think, needs a little bit of whipping in its shape.
This match is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, competing out of Chicago, Illinois, Missa Kate.
She certainly does, Alyssa, because Missa Kate has been running amok in the WWA locker room. On top of the fact that, you know, that match with What is that? Oh, come on.
The antics are not just limited to the locker room or to backstage. The fans are also taking a brunt of some insults and just nonsense from Missa Kate.
Well, if there's anyone that can deal with this menace, I think it's her opponent, Trish Adora.
Yeah, a seasoned Army veteran in Trish Adora, as well as, I'd say, WWA's resident gatekeeper. But Missa Kate, certainly bold, certainly brash here in the ring as she awaits her competition tonight. I feel like that's the first time she's ever given someone a hat instead of taking their hat off of their head.
How benevolent of her.
When it comes to ferocious competition, ever poised, the Afro Punk.
Her opponent, completing out of Washington, D.C., Trish Adora.
There are few competitors who step in that ring and have the poise, discipline, and dedication that Adora has. Part of that is from her being an Army veteran, but Trish Adora has been chomping at the bit for over 5 years in pro wrestling. World-class training by Jonathan Gresham, a world champion in her own right, and now she's gonna keep that gate against Missa Kate.
World champion, the Pan-African World Diaspora champion, the first and the only reigning champion, proudly representing her community. Trish, such a gifted grappler with with so much history under her belt already, but every match that we see, she keeps getting better and better. Since that initial snub, that disrespect in the Battle of Technicians, the virtuosa, that dishonest win really lit a fire in Trish Adora, and there's been no stopping the upward trajectory of the Afro Punk.
I wonder if Peraza would take umbrage to the statement of Trish dubbing herself the gatekeeper of WWE.
That certainly is quite a lot to reckon with. And now, of course, what is in a handshake? Always offering. I don't think sportsmanship is in the vocabulary of Missa Kate. Oh, ew!
Did she just, spit out her gum in Trish's hand? Stone-faced Trish is.
That obviously was not some, chucked right back into the face of Missa Kate. You can't pull that kind of shenanigans against Trish Adora. Now strong lockup. Trish Adora not taking kindly to the insult from Missa Kate. Trish Adora is someone that prides herself on being an honorable competitor. Offers that handshake every time when she steps in the ring, and such disrespect from Missa Kate.
Yes, well, it's clear that Missa Kate has very little honor, very little respect for Trish, for the Women's Wrestling Army roster. So hopefully Trish can whip her into shape here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, certainly Maria Kanellis-Bennett knew what she was doing and knew certainly the person that she could rely on to try and show Missa Kate what it means to have respect. And working dangerously close within our referee's call, almost getting herself disqualified, Missa Kate.
And now Trish, slamming Missa Kate down to the ground, and this is where Trish works best with that ground game. Mahi Stra goes for that quick cover.
Shoulders are down. Missa Kate evades.
And again, Oklahoma, but not the 3 count. Might be too early on for that. Missa Kate might have met her match here tonight.
For Missa Kate, someone that always walks around with her head held high like she could do anything she wants, that was certainly some doubt creeping in. Trish so wisely avoiding and now rolling the shoulders back, forcing them down, but cannot keep Missa Kate down with now a blow to the midsection of the Afro Punk.
I think Kate thinks she, okay, brute strength. Hoisting up Missa Kate here. Going for, this is.
Yes, incredible, inventive damage to the body parts. All that pressure on the neck. Missa Kate's entire body weight working against her. All this pressure. Is Missa Kate gonna tap out? Can Missa Kate tap out?
Yeah, right. Can she even perform the tap? But driving Trish into the corner, but Trish, had her scouted there. Missa Kate now in the corner.
Winds out of the way of the Afro Punk, dodges the blow, and now a midsection shot from Missa Kate. Missa Kate has been running rampant with her tactics, just messing with all of the WWA roster. I'm sure things have been happening for the production team as well.
I think she's awfully satisfied with her actions as of late.
About to be even more satisfied, wrenching the body of Trish Adora, trying to take Trish Adora through this hard-cornered post of the ring. And again, working right within the referee's call.
Wrenching that abdomen. Let's talk about the fashion in which Missa Kate defeated Brooke Valentine.
It certainly was. It was a forced DQ. Just unfortunate timing as Missa Kate set herself up to appear as though Brooke Valentine had used a chair against her. Referee turned around, spotted it just in time. And now Missa Kate is driving Trish Adora back down to the mat. All the damage she put on the midsection, now driving a knee into the rib cage of the Afro Punk.
Here's to hoping that Kate's not able to get away with any of those shenanigans that she usually pulls, but now I think going for a bow and arrow here. Once again, writhing the back area of Trish Adora here. Trish folded up in a way that we don't often see her.
But now able to capitalize instead, shifts her body weight with a quick cover to Missa Kate. Kate with a shot to the midsection again. And now wrenching Trish Adora back up to her feet is Missa Kate. Trish Adora planting herself down, resisting the offense from Missa Kate.
Using those hips to change the momentum of Kate with knees to the chest. And once more going for that suplex.
Impressive show of strength from Missa Kate, but still takes her time making the cover, but now forcing the shoulders down. Trish Adora able to kick out.
And lackadaisical pin attempts are not going to get Trish Adora down for the 3 count. This is a competitor that has defended her world championship for over a year, undefeated. It's going to take a lot more.
Certainly is. Trish Adora, since that dishonest defeat that she suffered at the hands of the Virtuosa, has been on a tear through Women's Wrestling Army. But Missa Kate is trying to put the kibosh on that real quick. Now wrapping up the arms of Trish Adora, and again, more pressure to the lower back. The boots, the heel, digging into the spine of Trish Adora. Missa Kate looking very proud of her handiwork. She surveys Trish Adora, but the Afro Punk with a shot and another to the jaw of Missa Kate. Kate now firing off offense of her own. Now the snap with a suplex to Trish Adora. Quickly folding up, capitalizing, but very slow in capturing the leg of Trish Adora. Didn't have enough pressure to keep Adora down, and also really speaks to just the spirit of Trish Adora. Trish Adora has set out to prove that she is the greatest, the best in the world at what she does, but now finds herself in a compromising position at the hands of Missa Kate.
But Trish Adora never one to give up. Life has thrown her a lot of curveballs, but she's still found success and overcome the odds just now with a judo throw to Missa Kate.
Trish getting quickly back to her feet. Now jockeying for position. Missa Kate with the offense. Trish able to duck. Lowers her center of gravity. Scoops on Missa Kate, who evades. Slips out the back door. And again, we think about the offense, the arsenal of Trish Adora, and Missa Kate is just been wearing down on the back of the Afro Punk.
And it's clear that the target here on the part of Missa Kate is that back of Adora, looking to just deliver so much pain here now with a submission to that midsection.
Yeah, the body scissors from Missa Kate, the same ribs that went into that corner post, and though not in position to get the shoulders down, but could we see the Afro Punk tap out here in the center of the ring at Women's Wrestling Army?
What an upset it would be.
But gets the shoulders of Missa Kate down, forces a shift in position and at least gives Trish her airway open once more.
And such a callous lack of regard for Adora's body. Now, Adora fighting out back elbows to the face of Missa Kate. And one more, that loosens the grip.
Anything to escape. Firing back elbows to Missa Kate. Trying to create some distance between herself and the menace of Women's Wrestling Army. Both competitors have felt the wear and tear throughout this matchup, and now it is Missa Kate to her feet first, trying to drag the Afro Punk up to hers.
Trish Adora using her body weight to keep herself down and powering through, slamming Missa Kate down.
Using her own leverage against her. Now Missa Kate gets pressed by the entire body of Trish Adora. Trish Adora, hip check to Chicago's sweetheart.
I don't know how sweet she is, but I know that Trish Adora has had enough of those antics. Rolls her up.
Shoulders are down. She cannot get the 3 count on Missa Kate.
The ring is Trish Adora's chessboard. What is going to be her next move to checkmate on Missa Kate?
Always trying to stay 2 or 3 steps ahead, and now slams down Missa Kate, who's feeling the brunt of that.
Yeah, perhaps she was unable to fully execute that because of that wear and tear on the back from earlier.
Yes, certainly has been feeling the damage from Missa Kate, but now the shoulders are down, and Missa Kate able to kick out. Explosive kick out from Missa Kate, who may have just expounded the last bit of energy, and look at the focus. Look at the determination on the face of the Afro Punk. What is going through the mind of Trish Adora now?
I think that she's scheming up something, she's strategizing, and looking Missa Kate straight in the eyes, hands raised, going for a slug there, but Missa Kate ducking both, forearm to the face.
Trish Adora now answering back. Missa Kate dodges once more, firing off her own shots to the jaw of the Afro-Punk. Now hooking again, trying to get Trish Adora into position. Hooks the leg. But, no, Trish Adora trying to force maybe some separation, but no, it's Missa Kate who shrugs off the Trish Adora. Full Nelson, and now really jockeying for position, trying to get the better of one another. Trish props Missa Kate up on the top turnbuckle. In the corner poised, oh my goodness. All of the impact felt, shockwaves of pain radiating through Missa Kate. Wisely rolling away from the ropes to the cover, and no! Trish Adora in shock that Missa Kate is still digging down and finding the strength to continue.
Well, I think Missa Kate's doing it to spite the roster, to spite Trish Adora.
And this is a person that walks around like there's nothing she can't do, but wait, the cattle mutilation!
Cattle mutilation!
That was not a tap, and now it's just Missa Kate fighting through, trying to wriggle her way out of the submission hold,
and
able to get to the ropes.
Ring awareness on the part of Missa Kate, I've got to give her that.
Yeah, definitely staying composed to the best of her ability, not letting any panic set in. And now Trish Adora has Missa Kate poising at the ropes. Ferocious chop to the chest of Missa Kate, who now reverses the whip and a boot to the face of the Afro-Punk, scrambling to the cover, hooks the legs to end it, and no! Trish Adora not letting that streak here at Women's Wrestling Army go.
Off the ropes, Missa Kate goes, knee to the face!
Driving that knee through, Trish Adora again with the cover, looking for the win, not quite. Missa Kate now racking her brain, has walked up and down this locker room like no one can tell her anything, showing such disrespect to all of her peers.
Like she owns the place.
Has the home field advantage, but really has taken advantage of it. Back elbows once more from the Afro-Punk, who now creates some separation between herself and her opponent. But again, looking for that rear, looking for another face first in the face for Trish Adora.
Trish creating that distance, but ultimately having her back to her opponent. Now Missa Kate goes off the ropes.
A dangerous place to be. Ooh, I think just... Now the cover from Missa Kate, and Trish Adora able to kick out.
Missa Kate throwing a little bit of a tantrum there.
But almost a hissy fit for Missa Kate, who's having a range of emotions at this stage in the game, but is rolled out, dipping underneath the ring. We saw that this is where she got that pink folding chair that she used to get Brooke Valentine disqualified. Are we going to see a potential repeat, or is Missa Kate going to risk it and use the chair against Trish Adora?
Could this be the ultimate foil to Adora here? But ref Jeremy clearly sees that pink chair and wants nothing to do with that chair in the ring.
Now a bit of a tug of war with our referee, Jeremy.
If she's not careful, she's going to get herself disqualified.
Oh, and a boot collides, and that pink folding chair went right into the face. Oh, Trish sits out, and now locking in another submission hold. Trish Adora. Missa Kate has nowhere to go. She passed out. That's the end of the match.
Winner of this match by referee stoppage, Trish Adora.
Referee using his discretion stops the match. Missa Kate lost consciousness in that submission hold, the expertise, grappling, and technical abilities of the Afro-Punk on display.
Perhaps today Missa Kate bit off a little more than she could chew against the Afro-Punk, showing that silly antics don't always get you the win. Cheating certainly doesn't.
Certainly not, but Trish Adora standing tall, standing proud, and Missa Kate scrambling back to the locker room where she's caused so much havoc. I wonder if we'll see a shift in the personality of Missa Kate after this matchup against the Afro Punk. But Trish Adora stands proud at Women's Wrestling Army.